Nestled deep in the heartland of America lies Hollow Creek. It's a town draped in shadows, cloaked in an eerie silence that speaks volumes. Hollow Creek was once a thriving town full of life and laughter. Now it stands as a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface. The buildings stand empty, their windows like vacant eyes staring out at the world. The silence is broken only by the rustling of leaves and the occasional cry of a bird. It is a place where the past refuses to die, where the echoes of tragedy still linger in the air. The late 1800s saw a sinister turn in Hollow Creek's fate. It began subtly, a gradual unease that settled over the townsfolk. Then came the disappearances. One by one, children vanished. They were last seen playing near the creek, their laughter swallowed by the woods. Panic seized the town. Search parties combed the woods, their desperate cries echoing through the trees. Yet no trace of the missing children was ever found. Whispers of curses and vengeful spirits filled the air. Hollow Creek was forever tainted, a ghost town haunted by the memory of lost innocence. At the edge of town, shrouded by a veil of secrets, stood the Miller House. It was a grand old Victorian mansion, its once bright paint now peeling and faded. This house, once filled with warmth and laughter, became a chilling symbol of Hollow Creek's tragedy. It was here that the Miller family, prominent members of the community, vanished without a trace. Their disappearance coincided with the last of the missing children, solidifying the house's sinister reputation. The Miller house stood as a grim reminder of the darkness that had consumed Hollow Creek.
All right, team, we're here to uncover the truth behind the legends of Hollow Creek. Stay sharp and keep your equipment ready.
I've got the EMF detector and thermal camera set up. Let's see if we can capture any anomalies.
The history of this place is chilling. The Miller house is at the center of it all. We need to be careful.
Years turned into decades, and the legend of Hollow Creek grew. The town, abandoned and forgotten by most, became a magnet for those seeking to unravel its mysteries. Among them were paranormal investigators drawn to the town's dark history and the chilling tales of the Miller house. One such team, led by the renowned Dr. Emily Carter, arrived in Hollow Creek with a mix of trepidation and excitement. Equipped with state-of-the-art technology and a healthy dose of skepticism, they stepped across the threshold of the Miller house, ready to confront the unknown. As they moved through the darkened rooms, their footsteps echoing in the silence, a sense of unease settled over the team. They were not alone. The investigators spread out their cameras and recording devices, capturing every detail of the derelict house. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the Miller house, a cold wind seemed to follow them. They felt a presence, a feeling of being watched.
Did you hear that? It sounded like whispers.
Yeah, and I swear I saw something move just now.
Strange noises echoed through the empty halls, whispers, disembodied voices, the sound of children laughing. Shadows danced at the edge of their vision, fleeting glimpses of movement that vanished as quickly as they appeared. The team, despite their initial skepticism, couldn't shake the feeling that they were not alone.
The temperature's dropping. We're entering what was once the children's room.
I think I saw a young girl. Her face was pale, and she was just staring at me from the corner of the room.
Where? I don't see anything.
The deeper they delved into the house, the more disturbed they became.
Look at this, a hidden compartment in the attic.
Inside, there's an old leather-bound diary.
The diary belonged to Sarah Miller, the youngest daughter of the family. Her words painted a chilling picture of the days leading up to the family's disappearance.
We're certain now, a malevolent force haunts this house. But what's its connection to the missing children?
The team gathered in the living room, the diary open on a dusty table. As they discussed their findings, the room suddenly grew icy cold. The air crackled with energy.
We're not alone.
A gut-wrenching moan echoed through the house. Then the furniture began to shake. Books flew off the shelves, dust rained down from the ceiling. In the center of the room, a swirling vortex of energy materialized, casting an eerie green glow on the terrified faces of the investigators.
Look! A figure is emerging from the vortex!
It was the silhouette of a man. His features twisted in a grimace of rage and despair. He reached out towards them, his spectral hand passing through the air with a chilling coldness. The investigators scrambled back, their equipment clattering to the floor. The encounter left the team shaken and terrified. They fled the Miller house, their equipment abandoned in the chaos. The spirit, its rage momentarily spent, retreated back into the shadows, leaving an eerie silence in its wake. The investigators left Hollow Creek forever changed by their experience. They had gone in search of answers, but found only more questions. The haunting of Hollow Creek continues. Will their stories ever be fully revealed, or will Hollow Creek remain forever trapped in its cycle of sorrow and mystery?